booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Offense in a split backfield. The run inside. It's Marshall. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch.
Caught, and he's got room. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! They grab the early lead.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UTEP Miners offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Colson. Got him. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Miners want to move quickly.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big...
Could be an alley. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And off to Jones. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets loose in the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. To the air, it's Colson. Keeps looking downfield. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miners! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's Underwood to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown Wolverines. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Under fire. And it's a sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd down now after the sack. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Miners will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Marshall. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Direct snap. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Snap to the back. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Inside the 40. Quarterback gets enough. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Jones. Powers through. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Colson. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, they have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Off play action. The throw. Makes a catch. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Miners racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Colson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Hands it off on the counter. Here's a little room there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Colson. Finds his man, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. And he'll be brought down. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense got it. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Jones. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Complete on the left to Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to buy time. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. Tripped up for the tackle. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Marsh. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They go play action. Bryce Underwood unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Strong, firm tackle.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. To a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Inside, it's Jones. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Colson. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. Now this defense is set up 4th.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one's outplayed their